I'm back. It's been like a week. I'm not really sure, honestly. My room's still a mess. If that tells you anything. Basically, in the last week, I just moved my girlfriend into her college up in Michigan. I went up to see her last 2 days. Um, but yeah. Anyways, this is like it's my first day of school. I've never been one to be worried about school. I've always done fairly good in school. This was college though, and I couldn't tell you why, but I'm like tweaking my shit right now. I'm having doubts about the whole thing. Um, I will be honest with you, I didn't even want to go to school. Um, yeah, I just I want to farm. That's what I want to do. But now, out of nowhere, that's starting to change. I wanna. I have the desire to edit videos now. Like I want to make videos, not YouTube. I want to like make. I want to work on films. I want to be a freelance video editor. Um, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to spend my time doing. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still going to school for agricultural systems management's my degree. Um, and yes, I think it's a pretty useless degree. I do learn how to weld. That's not until year two. I learn how to manage manure. Um, I get to learn some useful stuff, but it's all things that I could spend a year just like the welding. I could spend a couple months over the summer just tinkering, and I could learn how to weld. Um, yeah. Um, the manure management thing, that's something that can be passed down from my grandparents who have farmed their entire lives and whose parents before them farmed. My parents never farmed, but my aunt and uncle did. I've got family that farms, so I can learn stuff from that. So I'm kind of doubting the degree at this point. Yeah. I guess this YouTube channel is kind of working out. I'm actually showing like what's going through my mind for once. I've had other channels in the past. I've still got another channel that I'm going to keep completely separate um, until someone finds out that it's the same person. And then I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, this content isn't like anywhere close to the content on that channel. So I'm keeping them separate. I'm not even going to associate with that channel on this channel. But now you know I have two channels. So yeah, this is what I'm going through. After a couple of breakdowns yesterday, um, yeah, this will be interesting. I hope you can hear me. My mic's clear over here. I don't know. I can see the yellow light or green light popping up occasionally on my mixer, so apparently I'm talking loud enough. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a rough week. It has been a rough week. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm pretty nervous going in. Never have been nervous before about school, but I'm pretty nervous now. I don't know anybody going there. I do know some people, but like they don't have my classes. My cousin's specializing in equine, so we're not gonna have anything alike in classes. Uh, Two of my friends are specializing in ag systems management. I think another one's going into dairy production. I couldn't tell you what the other one's doing. Honest to God, I have no idea. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm going through. I am I didn't want to go to college to begin with, if I'm honest. I used to always think that college was the way. You had to go to college to get anywhere in life. And the older I got, the more I realized that the market is oversaturated with highly educated people. And what I mean by that is we're losing trade workers. So the people that do the not so clean jobs, we're losing those people with more people going to college. Because those jobs, yes, they can pay off your degree, but nobody wants to go into them because they don't think they will. Like, electricians can make damn good money. Plumbers can make adequate money. I mean, I think plumbers can make 60 grand a year, maybe more. I'm not too, like, I don't know any plumbers. But, here, I'll look up average salary of a plumber. So yeah, in the U.S., anywhere from 44 to 75,000 a year. So they can make money. Electricians I know can make six figures easily. There's a guy down the road from me. He's a millionaire in assets, not necessarily in loose cash. Hell, his son's been working as an electrician. I know there's some shady stuff going on with that. Because his son is 18, building a $500,000 home on 10 acres of land. Right now, land is expensive as hell. Building a home is expensive. Yeah, I know there's some shady stuff going on there. He had a Camaro show build. He's got a Honda Civic that he just put twin turbos in, blew the transmission out, bought a new one and put in like it was nothing. Like, the kid doesn't care about money, so obviously there's some shady stuff going on there with how he's getting his money. I know he's done some stuff that's not necessarily ethical. I get it happens. I can't do anything about it. I personally would rather do things ethically. I guess is the right way to say that. That's where I'm different from a lot of other people. That's just a me thing, I guess. But yeah. I am rethinking the whole college thing. I've started to get my old interest of film back. I'm getting my old interest in political science back. I would love to farm still. Don't get me wrong, I would love to. But like, I've been looking at land because my parents said they'll help me buy land and a house so that I can farm. Nobody's selling land. And I don't want to turn this political, but Biden is making it impossible for farmers to live. He's increasing taxes by the acre. He's harming farmers by, like, all this emission shit on the tractors. Yes, they need to be regulated, but the problems caused by adding the emission systems and the extra cost and maintenance and things like that, it's too much. Like, farmers already struggle as it is. And yes, they struggled under Trump, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, they struggled a little less. Before you want to say, oh, crop prices are at a historical high, blah, 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 blah. Corn was up to like $21 a bushel for a brief while. I think it's still at like 17 last time I looked. You can say that that's because of Biden. But be honest with yourself. Look at the state the world's in. We've been through a pandemic. We're going through a second pandemic. Now, back to back. Everything dropped in price. Just, the economy collapsed. So yes, crop prices are going to skyrocket afterwards. Because you need food. You need food. And for a country that was built on farmers, the entire world was built on farmers. Um, that's why I don't get why people have a bad opinion of farmers. The entire world is built on farmers. If you didn't have farmers, you would have no food. You would still be a gatherer, and with as many people in the world, there's no way that you could be a gatherer and still live. You have to farm. You have to do things like that. You have to mass produce crops. So yeah, I could go on and on about politics. Honestly, um, that's something I've never really lost an interest in. I lost an interest in being a politician for a while. Now, with as screwed up as everything is, I'm starting to regain my interest in it because it's got to be fixed. It has to. Just simple things, all right? I'm not asking for someone to go into office and change a million different things and have the biggest impact possible. I'm asking for simple things. Things to make life simpler. We need to quit being so complex. It's it's causing issues. Um I can trying to think of how much I want to talk about this if I want to make a separate video for it. I guess I'll keep talking. It's going to sound redundant cuz everybody my age likes to say it. I never said it, but I'll be honest. When I was in middle school, I was actually even into high school, I was the guy that said that mental illness is a joke. You're forcing it on yourself, and you can easily just get rid of it. And up until a year and a half ago, I thought that like wholeheartedly. That's what I thought. I thought that you were just if you had depression of some sort, you were forcing it on yourself. And now, um, I'll be honest. I have been there. I'm I'm sorry for anybody that goes through it. I've been through it. I'm still struggling to go through it. Um, I've done a lot of stuff, gone through a lot of stuff on my own. Not because I've had to go through it on my own. I've always had people there. But I never wanted people to have a negative opinion of me. That's that's where I'm at. It's a shitty way to think. I know that. And I've gotten out of it numerous times. I always end up slipping back in. I don't like to ask for help with things. I like to do things on my own. Because if I ask for help and I do something with help, then I don't feel accomplished by any means. I feel like the other person did it. So, yeah. That's where the whole mental breakdowns came through yesterday. Um, I've struggled with, from what I can understand, is a bipolar disorder. I don't like to ask for help, so these are all basically self diagnosed illnesses. I don't want to go to a doctor about it. I don't. I like to deal with things on my own. I've done it on my own for the last however long. Um, from what I can tell, it's a form of bipolar disorder. Um, yeah, I have issues controlling my emotions. I can go from happy as can be to just crying nonstop, can't control it, to just being angry out of nowhere. And yesterday I went through that in not even like a 30-second period. I went to go get gas for my grandma in some gas cans because on that farm we have like two things that run on gas, everything else is diesel. So we don't have a gas tank at the farm. So we just fill up some gas cans at the gas station and bring them back. And we use that, and that lasts us for a couple weeks. Um, and it wasn't even 30 seconds that I just felt fine. And out of nowhere, my emotions changed like 3 or 4 times. And I couldn't tell you why, but yeah. It might be a stress thing because of school. It might be something I'm going through with, it might be a separation anxiety from separating from my girlfriend temporarily because of school. Last year, that never bothered me at all because she was still in college. She's a year older than me. It didn't bother me then. I don't think it's bothering me now, but I'm not ruling that out as a possibility. I understand that that might be a thing. I don't know. All right. I'm just going to end the video. um, I might make another one going on about it. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow me through my journey.